So what you're saying is that there's no absolute truth, no right or wrong, it's just whatever floats your boat, huh? Alright, alright then, check this out. Whatever floats your boat, different strokes for different folks. If this is your position, then let me get critical as I ridicule this view known as relativism, and get rid of it from you and free your melon from prison. Forget your presupposition and get the one that is Christian, a system that you borrow and at the same time we dissing. On what basis can you say that being racist is wrong? And what objective would you make if someone raped your mom? What if I made some bombs and came to your daughter's dorm, blew up the whole spot and then shipped you her arm? Will you stay calm? Or will you get indignant? If it's the latter, then here's the matter. You're inconsistent to your own philosophy. It's hypocrisy. Your behavior betrays your own moral policy. Obviously you're standing on sinking sand. So start thinking, man. Link your hands with Christians and land on the word of God. Observe its laws. Affirm it all like the servant Paul. For certain, y'all, listen to this sermon's call and realize relativism is absurd and flawed.
Yo, this modern day American philosophy is turning the surface of the church's skin. We gotta block it like some cherubims, knock it out with every wind, chop it where the roots begin and toss it cause our future's grim. Humanism is the fruit of sin and it's moving in the congregation. Lies of Satan makes believe it conscious stainless. I'm debating this relative system. Relativism will leave you sitting in a mental prison. The crucifixion is sufficient for your vindication. The liberation of your fallen state that's pagan. I'm amazed with the absolute truth from Genesis to Revelation. Ain't no imagination in it. You can be against it but you cannot battle with it. The immaculate conception is conceived to be illogical. The majestic intercession has deemed it to be possible. The gospel is perfection. My objective is to mention your soul's ascension, lest you're professing the resurrection.
Relativism and secularism is infiltrating your televisions. Professors are threatening Christians. Your humanistic view is inconsistent. I've been a sinful misfit before I was an infant. You claim neutrality, but that's a true fallacy, cause you aiming to influence cats raps trying to battle me. Then tell me not to force my morality, but by you saying that, you'll force a morality. My opinion could be that 1 + 1 = 3, but there's only one right answer, so that can never be. Like there's only one way to heaven, not through celebrities, but sipping Hennessy's your tendency. You love the enemy, and I'm not saying you gotta like the song, but how do you determine what is right from wrong? Certain terrorists really like igniting bombs and taking flights to harm. They might slice your arm, not reciting songs, but cats light their bombs. And the list of these activities is twice as long. But that terrorist that was right in their society, let's balance this out like a test for your sobriety. Cultures can't determine what's right, cause cultures tend to change. There's no moral standard, is the message that we send today. But if someone cussed you out, you probably bust and shout, cause they wronged you, you might punch their mouth. But what standard will you use to prove that person guilty? God's perfect law or man's opinion who is filthy? Christianity is true for me, plus it's true for you. Just like 4 is always true, for the problem 2 + 2. Relativism's going in circles like a gerbil, call me Urkel, but the theory's choking and turning purple. The relativistic concept is not God sent, it's nonsense. It's taking man's freedom out of context.
What's interesting is that Jesus Christ, in and of himself, he is the standard. See, Jesus didn't come to tell people about the truth, although he does that. Jesus is the truth. So relativism is bunk. It's bunk.